My Bessie be happy soon.
Out of here! My Bessie, no, out of my... Oh, God. Effie, dear, will you wake up? Will you open up your eyes? Effie, child.
Uncle, Susanna Walcott said from Walter Grace.
Oh, let her come, let her come. What does the doctor say to her?
He didn't tell me about it, sir. He cannot find no medicine for it in his books.
Then he must search on.
Aye, sir, he's been searching his books since he left you, sir. He didn't tell you that you might look to unnatural things for the cause of it?
No, there'll be no unnatural cause here. Tell him I have sent for Reverend Hale of Beverley. He will surely confirm that. Tell him to look to medicine and put out all thought of unnatural causes. There be none.
Aye, sir. He didn't tell you.
Speak nothing of it in the village, Susanna.
Go directly home and speak nothing of unnatural causes.
Aye, sir. Pray for her.
Uncle, the rumour of witchcraft is all about. I think you best go down and learn understand. Harley's back, sir. I'll sit with him.
And what shall I say to them? That my daughter and my niece are discovered dancing like heathen in the forest?
Uncle, we did dance. Let me tell them I confessed it. And I'll be whipped if I must. But they're speaking of witchcraft. Betty's no witch.
Abigail, I cannot go before the congregation when I know you have not opened with me. What did you do with her in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle. And when you let out of the bush so suddenly, Betty was frightened, and then she fainted. And there's the whole of it.
Child, sit you down.
I would never hurt Jessie. I love her dearly.
Look here, child. Your punishment will come in its time. Whatever abomination you did with her in the forest, tell me it now. Then my enemies will know and they will ruin me with it.
But we never conjured spirits.
Well, then why can she not move herself since midnight? The child is desperate. It will come out. My enemies will bring it out. Abigail, do you understand? I have many enemies.
I have heard of it, Uncle.
There is a faction that is sworn to drive me from my pulpit. Do you understand that?
I think so, sir.
Now then, in the midst of such destruction, my own household is found to be the very centre of some obscene practice. Abominations are sport! You call this sport! Abigail, I beg if you know something that may help the doctor, for God's sake, tell it to me. I saw Tituba wave her arms over the fire when I came on you. There was a gibberish and screeching coming from her mouth. How is she doing that?
She always sings her Barbados songs, and we dance.
I cannot blink what I saw, Abigail, for my enemies will not blink it. I saw a dress lying on the grass.
A dress?
I saw someone naked.
No
running
one
through
was
the-
naked, you mistake.
I saw it! Tell me true, Abigail, and I pray you feel the weight of truth upon you. For now my ministry is at stake.
My ministry, and perhaps your cousin's life.
The abomination you did in the forest, give me all of it now. I dare not be taken unaware when I go before them.
There is nothing more, swear it, Uncle.
Abigail, I have fought here 3 long years to bend these stiff-necked people to me. Now, just when some good respect is rising for me in the village, you compromise my very character. I have given you a home, child. I have put clothes upon your back. Give me upright answer. Your name in the village is entirely white, is it not?
Why, I am sure it is, sir. There be no blush about my name.
Abigail, be there any other reason than you have told me for you being discharged from Goody Proctor's service?
She hates me, Uncle. She must, for I would not be her slave. A better woman, a lion-killed, snivelling woman, I will not work for such a woman.
She may be, and yet it has struck me you are now 7 months out of their house, and no other family has called upon you for your service.
They want slaves, not such as I. Let me send to Barbados for that. I will not black my face for any of them. Do you begrudge my example?
No.
My name is good in the village. I will not have it said my name is soiled. Judy Proctor is a gossiping liar.
No, we cannot have anyone.
Goody Proctor, come in.
This is a marvel. It's surely a sort of pale upon you.
No, Goody Anne.
How high did you fly? How high?
No, she never flew.
Why, it's sure she did. Mr. Collins saw her going over Ingersoll's bar, and come down light as a bird, he says.
Now, look you, Goody Putnam, good morning, Mr. Putnam. Come in. It's the Providence, ladies and gentlemen! It's the Providence! What is, sir? What? Look you up. Her eyes are closed.
Why, that's strange. Hers is open.
Your Ruth is sick.
I'd not call it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than sick. It's death, you know. It's death driving into them forts and hoofed.
Oh, pray not. Why, how does Ruth ail?
She ails as she must.
She would not wake this morning, but her eyes open, and she walks, and hears not, sees not, and cannot eat. Her soul is taken, surely.
I hear you sent for Reverend Hill Beverley.
A precaution only. Reverend Hale has much experience in all the minor paths, and I'm
He
sure...
has indeed. He found a witch in Beverley last year.
And let you remember that.
Goody Anne, I only thought that were a witch, and I am sure there be no
witchcraft! No, you look, Thomas Harris.
Thomas, I pray to you, you cannot lead to witchcraft. You least of all, Thomas, would ever want so drastic a charge laid on me. We cannot leap to witchcraft. There is no, you know not the cause yet. They'll howl me out of Salem for such corruption in my house.
Harris.
I've taken part in all your contention here, and I would continue. I cannot if you hold back in this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits laying their hands on these children.
Thomas, you...
Thomas, what plans have you done?
Reverend Parks, I laid 7 babies unbaptized in this earth. Believe me, sir, you never saw more hearty babies born, and yet each would wither in my arms the very night of their birth. I have spoke nothing, but my heart is clamouring contentions. And now this year, my only, I see her turning strange. A secret child she has become this year, and she shrivels as though a sucking mouth were pulling on her life too. So I thought to send her to her Tituba.
Tituba? What made Tituba?
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Anne, it is a formidable sin to conjure the dead.
I take it on my soul. But who else can surely tell us what person murdered my babies?
Woman!
They were murdered, Mr. Paris. And mark this as proof. Mark it. Last night, my Ruth were ever so close to the little spirits. I know it, sir, for how else is she now struck dumb, except some power of darkness should stop her mouth? It's a marvellous sign, Mr. Paris.
Don't you understand this, sir? There's a murdering witch among us who is bound to keep herself in the dark.
Let your make send for what the will, but you cannot like it more.
Then you were conjuring spirits last night.
Not I, sir. Touched her on the roof.
Abigail, what proper payment for my charity? Now I'm undone.
You are not undone. Let you take hold there. Wait for no one to judge. Declare it yourself. You have discovered witchcraft.
In my house, Thomas, in my house, they'll trouble me with this. They will make him in some great deal.
I'll look up to see how good it is.
There she. Why check home? Who's the proof?
Grandma come. She's in prison full of nothing. She had a powerful sneeze before.
It was the same life.
I fear no more gave up. Another life should shake her wits together, I'm sure.
Thomas, will you leave now? I will pray a while ago.
No, Mr. Harris. Let you strike out against the devil, and the village will bless you for it. Go down, speak to them, pray with them. They're thirsty for your word message. Surely you'll pray with them.
I'll lead them in a psalm, but let you say nothing of witchcraft yet. I will not discuss it. The cause is yet unknown. I'll wait for Mr. Hale Beverley. I've had enough contention since I come here. I want no more.
Mercy, you go to the skier.
I'm not.
If she starts at the window, cry for me at once. There's a terrible power in her arms today.
How is Ruth sick?
Spiritish?
I know not, she seems to walk like a dead one since last night. Stop this, sit up now, Betty. She tried to heal her. I gave her a good one last night. Seemed to break her for a minute. Here, let me at her.
No! You come up. Listen then. If they be questioning us, tell me that I told him as much already. Aye. And Walter, he knows Tituba conjured Ruth's sisters to murder Ruth. And Walter, he saw you naked. What do we do? The village so I just came to the farm and the witches talking witchcraft. She'll be holding us witches at her. a word about the other things. And I will come to you in the blackest and terrible night. And I will bring a pointy reckoning that will shudder you, and you know I can do it. I saw Indians smash my dear parents' head in the pillow next to mine, and I have seen some reddish work done at night. And I can make you wish you'd never seen the sun go down. Now you, sit up and stop this.
What's got her? Abby, she's going to die.
I say shut up, Mary!
Oh, Mr. Potter, I'm just going home.
Be you foolish, Mary Warren? Be you deaf? I forbid you to leave the house, did I not? Oh, why shall I pay you? I'm looking for you more often than I am my cows.
I only want to see the great doings in the world.
I'll show you a great deal of yours one of these days. Now get you home, my wife's waiting for your work.
It's beyond my captain. Good morning, Mr. Potter. Oh, I almost forgot how strong you are, Jimmy Potter.
And what's this mischief here?
She's only gone silly, so.
The road down past my house is pilgrimage sailing all morning. The Thames mumbling witchcraft.
Oh, gosh. We were dancing in the woods last night, and then we went to she took me to
You're wicked yet, aren't you? You'll be clapped in the stocks before you're 20.
Give me a word, John. A soft word.
No, Abby, that's done with.
You come back to me and a silly girl fly. I knew you would.
I come to see what mischief your uncle's brewing out. Put it out of mind, Abby.
John, I'm waiting for you every night.
Abby, I never gave you hope to wait for me.
I have something better than hope, I think.
We put that out of mind, I'll all be coming for you more.
You're surely sporting with me.
Oh, you know me better.
I know how you clutched me back behind your house and sweated like a stallion in the American moon. What did I dream? It's she who made me. You cannot pretend you're rude. I saw your face when she put me out, and you loved me, and you did nothing.
Abby, that is a wild thing to say.
A wild thing may say wild things. Not so wild, I think. I have seen you since she put me out. I have seen you nights.
Hardly settled my farm in this 7 months.
I have set for you, John, and yours is going to my window. But I have seen you looking up, burning and your wounds. You tell me when you looked at my window?
I may have looked.
You must do. You are the one you know. I know you, John. I know you. I cannot sit for dreaming. I cannot dream as I wake and walk about the house as though I find you coming through some door.
Child.
How do you call me child?
Abby, I may think of you softly from time to time, but I will cut off my own hand before I reach for you again. You'll wipe it out of mind. We never touched.
I did.
Aye, but we did not.
Oh, I marvel at such a strong man who feel at such a sickly way of spreading lies.
You'll speak nothing of Elizabeth.
She is blackening my name in the village. She is telling lies about me. She is a cold, snivelling woman, and you bet her. Let her touch
Do you look for a weapon?
I look for John Proctor, who took me from my sleep and put knowledge in my heart. I never knew what convincing was. I never knew the lying lessons I was being taught by all these Christian women. I don't covenant his name. And now you bid me take the light out of my eyes. I will, I cannot. You love me, John Proctor. Whatever sin it is, you love me yet. John, continue.
What's that scream? Stop that wailing!
What's happened?
That is a notorious sin for us to have put in the earth. A ridiculous sin!
Rebecca goes, oh, we're lost. She surely cannot bear to hear the Lord's name.
There is hard sickness here, Joseph, so please, keep quiet.
I'm not in a word. You'll hear me testify, Señor. Is she going to fly again? Because she thinks, man. It's quiet, sir.
What do you make of it, Rebecca?
Rebecca, will you please go to my room and see if you can wake up?
I think she'll wake in time. I have 11 children, and I am 26 times a grandma, and I have seen them all through their silly seasons, and they will run down their whole leg to keep up their mischief.
I think she will wake when she tires of it. A child's spirit is like a child. You must never run after it. You will only catch it by standing still, and for love, it will soon itself come back.
Aye, that's the truth about Rebecca.
This isn't some silly season, Rebecca. My Ruth is bewildered. Rebecca, she cannot keep
to promise that that was said.
There's a wide opinion running in the parish that the devil may be among us, and I'm assure them that they are wrong.
Then let you come out and call them wrong. Did you consult the wardens before you called this minister out to look for devils?
He's not coming to look for devils.
Then what is he coming for?
I'm sick of meetings. Cannot a man turn his head without there be a meeting?
He may turn his head, but not to hell.
Pray, John, we can. Mr. Paris, I think he ought to send Larry to go back as soon as he can. This will set us all to friends in the society. We ought to have peace this year. I think now you ought to rely on the doctor and good prayer. Rebecca, the doctor's baffled. If so be it, then let us go to God for the cause of it.
Let us rather blame ourselves.
How may we blame ourselves? I'm one of 9 sons. The Putnam seat have peopled this province. I've got one child left of 8, and now she shrivels.
I cannot fathom that, but I must. You think it God's work you should never lose a child, nor a grandchild either. And I bury all but one. There were wheels within wheels in this village, and fires within fires.
When Reverend Hale comes, you'll proceed to look for signs of witchcraft.
You cannot command us in Paris. We vote by name in this society, not by acreage.
I never heard you so concerned in this society, Mr. Proctor. I don't think I've seen you in a Sabbath meeting since Snowflew.
Oh, I have trouble enough, though I come 5 mile to hear this man preach hellfire and bloody damnation. I mean it personally, Mr. Paris. Many others avoid church because you hardly ever mention God anymore.
Why, that's a drastic charge.
It's so not true. There are those who fail to bring their children.
I do not preach for children, Rebecca. It's not children who are unmindful of their obligation towards this ministry.
Are there really those unmindful?
I should say the better half of Salem Village. Where's my wood? My contract demands me supplied with all my firewood, and I'm waiting since November for a stick. And even in November I have to show my cross-spinning hands like some London beggar.
You're about £6 a year for your wood, Mr. Paris.
I regard that £6 as part of my salary. I'm paid little enough to have I spend £6 on firewood.
60 plus 6 for firewood.
The salary is £66, Mr. Proctor. I'm not some travelling farmer with a book under my arm. I'm a graduate of Harvard College.
Aye, well instructed in arithmetic.
Mr. Corey, you will look for a man of my kind at £60 a year. I'm not used to this poverty. I left a thrifty business in Barbados to serve the Lord. I cannot fathom it. Why am I persecuted here? I cannot offer one proposition, but there be a howling right of argument. I cannot fathom it. I've always wondered if the devil be in somewhere. I cannot understand you people otherwise.
Mr. Paris, you're the first minister who did demand the deeds in the meeting house.
Man, don't a minister deserve a house to live in?
To live in, but to ask ownership of is as if you would own the meeting house itself.
I look for mark of confidence is all. I am your 3rd minister in 7 years, and I do not wish to be put out like the cat, and there was some majority feels a whim. You people seem not to understand that a minister is the Lord's man in the parish. A minister is not to be so lightly crossed and contradicted. Aye. There is either obedience, or the church will burn like hell is burning.
Oh, I may speak my heart, I think.
It's not for you to decide what is good for you to hear. We are not Quakers here yet, Mr. Proctor. You may tell that to your followers.
My followers?
Aye, there is a party in this church. I am not blind. There is a faction and a party.
Against you?
Against him. I'm well authority.
Why then I must find and enjoy it.
He does not even that.
Oh, I mean it solemnly, Rebecca. I like not to smell it as authority.
No, John, you cannot break charity with your minister. You are another king, John. Clasp his hands. Make your peace.
I have cropped a sword longer to drive home. What say you, Giles? Let us find a party. He says there is a party.
My opinion has changed in this man, John. Mr. Paris, I apologise. I never thought you had so much irony.
Thank you, Charles.
It suggests to the mind what trouble been among us all these years. Think on it now. Wherefore is everyone, suing everyone else. Think on it. I've been in court 6 times this year.
Be it the devil's fault that man cannot say good morning to you without you clap him for defamation. You are old, Giles, not hearing as well as you used to.
You only recently gave me the £4 damages for you publicly saying I burned the roof off your house.
Oh, I said no such thing, but I have truly paid you for it, so I hope I may call you death without charge. Come along, Giles, help me drag my lumber home.
A moment, Mr. Proctor. What lumber is that you drag, if I may ask you?
My lumber, from the forest down by the riverside.
Why? Surely we have gone wet this year. What anarchy is this? That tract is in 9 bounds, Mr. Proctor. It's in 9 bounds.
Your bounds. I bought that tract of a goody nurse's husband some 5 months ago.
Will you know where to sell it? It stands clear in my grandfather's will that all the land between the river and here. Your grandfather had a habit of willing land that never belonged to him, if I may say it plain.
And that's God's truth. Come on, John, let's get your lumber home.
You loathe one oak of mine, and I'll be fighting to drag it home.
Aye, and we'll win too. Putnam this fool and I.
I'll have my men in you, Corey. I'll put my writ on you!
Pray you, someone take these.
Oh, Mr. Hale, it's good to see you. Oh, you mind? Not heavy?
You must be a waste of authority.
Oh, you come prepared.
We shall need hard study if it comes to tracking down the old boy. Say, you cannot be Rebecca Nurse.
I am, sir. Do you know me?
It's strange how I know you. It's a little bit solstice. We're all better for great charities in Bedford.
Do you know this gentleman, sir?
Mr. Putnam cannot affect such distinguished company, sir. Well, it doesn't seem to be helpful today, sir.
We look to you to come to the house and save our child. You try there too.
Her soul seems flown away. She sleeps, and yet she walks.
She cannot
Cannot eat. Do you mean
No, these are farmers. John Potter and Charles Corey. You don't believe in witches.
I never spoke of witches one way or another. Will you come, Jones?
No, I have a few quick questions in my own class this time.
Mr. Hale, I hear you're a wise man. The young geese of little sail.
Will you look at my daughter, sir? She has tried to fly. We discovered her this morning in the highway, waving her arms as though she'd fly.
tries to fly. She cannot fear to hear the Lord's name, sir. That is a sure sign of witchcraft.
No, now. Let me instruct you. We cannot look to superstition in this. The devil is precise. The marks for his presence are as definite stone, and I must tell you that I shall not proceed unless you are prepared to believe me should I find no bruise of hell upon her.
It is agreed, sir. It is agreed. We will abide by your judgment.
Good then. Now then, perhaps what were your first warning of the strangeness?
Why, I discovered her and my niece and 10 of the other girls dancing in the forest last night.
You permit dancing?
No, it was
Mr.
secret.
Carter's slave knowledge of conjuring, sir.
Now, we cannot be sure of that, could you, Anne?
I know it, sir. For I said my child, she should learn from text from her murdered her sisters.
Goody you said the child to conjure up the dead.
Like God, blame me. Not you. Not you, Rebecca. I'll not have you judging me no more. Is it natural work to lose 7 children before they live a day?
7 dead in childbirth. Now mark me. If the devil is in her, you will witness some frightful wonders in this room. So please to keep your wits about you. Mr. Putnam, stand close in case she flies. Now. Betty, dear, will you sit up? Can you hear me? I'm John Beverley. John Hale, Minister of Beverley. I've come to help you, dear.
How could it be the devil? Or would he choose my house to strike the whole band of licentious people in the village?
Now, sir, what victory would the devil have when a soul already bad? It is the best devil wants, and who better than the minister?
Betty, answer Mr. Hale. Betty!
Is someone fit you, child? Need not be man or even woman? Perhaps some bird and listen to all others visits you while you sleep. A mouse, a pig, or any beast at all. Does some figure that you fly?
What book is that?
Here is all the invisible world, courts defined and calculated. In these books there will stand strips of all his brute disguises. Here you have all your familiar spirits, your incubi and succubi, your witches are troubled by land, by air, by sea, your wizards of the night and day. Now do not fear, for we shall find him out if he has come among us, and I'm going to crush him utterly if he has shown his face.
Will it hurt the child, sir?
If she's truly the devil's witch, we may have to rip and tear to get him free.
I think I'll go in. I am too old for this.
Why, Rebecca, we may open up the boil of all our troubles today.
Let us hope for that. I go to God for you, sir.
I hope you do not mean me go to Satan here.
I wish I knew.
Come, Mr. Hale. Let's get on.
Mr. I've also to ask such a rare man. What signifies reading strange books? What books? I cannot tell. She hides them.
Who does this?
Martha, the wife. Often I come in her room and I see her reading of a strange book.
What do you read this? Why not?
It discomforts me. Last night, mark this, I tried and could not say my prayer. And when she closed the book, I keep praying.
Ah, the stoppage of prayer, that is strange. Let's go further on that view.
I'm not saying she's touched with the devil. I I just want to know what book she reads and why she writes them. She'll not answer me, see.
Alright, we'll discuss it further. Now,
In nomine Domini sui ferique iti ad infernos. Abigail, what sort of dancing are you doing with her in the forest?
Why, common dancing is all.
I thought I ought to mention you were older in the class you were dancing.
That woman took,
What sort of movements get up here?
why, it were beans and lettuce, I think.
Mr. Harris, you did not see, did you, any living thing in the kettle? A mouse, a frog, a spider, perhaps?
I do believe there was some movement in the soup.
That jumped we never visited.
What jumped in?
Why, a very much a frog.
A frog, Abby? Abby, it may be your cousin is dying. Did you call the devil last night?
I never called him. Tituba called him.
She got to speak with Tituba. Good, yeah, will you bring her up? How did she call him?
I don't know, she spoke Barbados.
Did you feel any strangers when she called them? A trembling perhaps, a cold wind, a shaking from beneath the ground?
I didn't see no devil. Betty, wake up, Betty, Betty!
Yeah, you can't evade me. Did your cousin drink any of the brew in that kettle?
She never drank it.
Did you drink it?
No, sir.
Did Tituba ask you to drink it?
She tried. I refused.
Where's Tituba? Now,
She made me do it. She made Betty do it. She makes me drink blood.
No, chicken blood. I ain't seen chicken blood.
Woman, I want you to wake this child. Have you enlisted these children to the devil?
No, sir. I tried with no devil.
Well, you have sent your spirit out upon this child, have you not?
I love me, Betty.
Are you gathering souls for the devil?
She sends her spirits on me in church. She makes me laugh at prayer.
You beg me to conjure. You beg me make charm. Don't lie. She comes to me when I think she's always making me drink corruptions. Why do you say that, Abby? Sometimes I wake and find myself standing in an open doorway and not a stitch of my body. I always hear her laughing in my sleep. I hear her singing her Barbados songs and tempting me with blood.
Minister Edward, I never.
Now, Tituba, I want you to wake this child.
I have no power over this child, sir.
You most certainly do, and you will free her from it now.
I have no power over this child.
You most certainly do.
now, come. I know that when we wind ourselves to hell, it can be very hard to break from it, but we are going to help you tear yourself free.
Minister Edward, I do believe someone else bewitching these children.
Who?
I don't know, but the devil has had numerous witches.
Does he? Now come, look into me, come, look into my eyes. You would be a good Christian woman, would you not, Tituba?
I said a good Christian woman.
And you love these children?
I don't desire to hurt little children, sir.
And you love God, Tituba?
With all my being.
Now in God's holy name,
Bless him, bless him.
and to his glory,
Eternal glory, bless him, bless the Lord.
open yourself, Tituba, open yourself and let God's holy light shine on you.
Bless the Lord.
Who came to you, the devil? Was it someone you know? Someone from the village, perhaps?
Who come with him?
It was women.
A woman, you said? What woman? What woman?
It was black, dark, and ugly.
You could see him, why did you not see her?
They were always talking. They were always running around and carrying on.
Out of Salem? Salem witches?
I believe so, yes, sir.
Did you see Sarah with the devil? Or Osborne?
There was four. There was four.
Who? Their names, their names!
Oh, how many times he bid me to kill you, Mr. Paris.
No me.
He said Mr. Paris must be killed. Mr. Paris, no goodly man. Mr. Paris, mean man, no gentleman. He bid me, rise out of my bed and cut your throat. But I tell him no. I don't hate this man. I don't want to kill his hand. But he tell me, you work for me, Tituba. I make you free. I give you pretty dress to wear. I put you high up in the air and fly you back to Barbados. And I tell him, you lie, devil, you lie. And then he come one stormy night to me and he say, look, I have white people work for me. And I look, and there was goody goose.
So good?
I sir, and goody Osborne.
I knew it! Osborne read right to me 3 times.
How can you bear to see this child suffering? Look at her, Tituba. Look at her God-given innocence. Her soul is so tender we must protect her. The devil is out and preying upon her, like the beast upon the flesh of a pure lamb. God will bless you for your help.
I want to open myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I danced for the devil. I wrote in his book. I saw him. I go back to Jesus. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah Good with the devil. I saw Gideon Osborne with the devil. I saw Richard Bishop with the devil.
I saw George Jacobs with the devil. I saw Billy Hall with the devil.
She speaks, she speaks!
Glory to God, it is broken, they are free.
Praise God.
I saw Martha Ho with the devil.
I saw Giddy Simmer with the devil.
Marshal! I'll call Marshal!
I saw Alice Barrow with the devil.
Let the Marshal bring irons!
I saw Giddy Hawkins with the devil.
I saw Goody Bever with the devil.
I saw Giddy Beck with the devil.
What keeps you so late? It's almost dark.
I was out seeking to the forest edge.
We're done then.
Aye, the farm is suited. The boy's asleep.
We will be soon.
Ready now for our first summer.
Aye.
Are you well today?
I am.
It is a rabbit.
Oh, is it the Jonathan trap?
No, she wandered into the house this afternoon. Found her sitting in the corner like she'd come to visit.
That's a good sign I'm walking in.
Pray God. I hurt my heart to strip her poor rabbit.
It is well seasoned.
It's a great care. She's tender.
Aye.
I think we'll see green fields soon. It's almost blood beneath the clouds.
That's well.
If the crop is good, I'll buy you George Jacobs' heifer. How would that please you?
Aye, it would.
I mean to please you, Elizabeth.
I know it, John.
Cider.
Aye.
This farm's a continent when you walk it by foot dropping seeds in it. Sends the flowers into the house.
Oh, I forgot. I will tomorrow.
It's winter in here yet.
On Sunday, I'll let you come with me. We'll walk the farm together. I've never seen such a load of flowers on the earth. Lilacs have a purple smell. Smell of nightfall. I think Massachusetts is a beauty in the spring.
Aye, it is.
I think you're sad again. Are you?
You come home so late.
I thought you went to Salem this afternoon.
Why, I have no business in Salem.
You did speak of going earlier this week.
I thought better of it since.
Mary Warren's there today.
Why'd you let her go? You heard me forbid her go to Salem anymore.
I couldn't stop her.
It is a fault, Elizabeth! It is a fault! You are the mistress here, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all my strength away.
How? That mouse frightened
It
you.
is a mouse no more. I forbid her go, and she raises up her child like the daughter of a prince and says to me, I must go to Salem, Beauty Proctor. I am an official of the court.
Court? What court?
Aye. It's a proper court they have here. We sent 4 judges out Boston, she says. Waiting magistrates for the general court, and at the head of the deputy governor of the province.
Why, she's mad.
I would to God she were. There'll be 14 people in the jail now, she says. And they'll be tried, and the court have the power to hang them too, she says.
They would never
The
have.
deputy governor promised hanging if we'll not confess, John. The town's gone wild, I think. She spoke of Abigail, and I thought she were a saint to hear her. Abigail brings the other girls into the court, and where she walks, the crowd will part like the sea for Israel. And folk are brought before them, and if they scream and howl and fall to the floor, the persons collapse in the jail for bewitching them.
It is a black mystery.
I think you must go to Salem, John. I think so. You must tell him this is fraud.
Aye, it is surely.
Let you go to Ezekiel Shearer. He knows you well. And tell him what she said to you last week in Uncle's house.
They must. They must. If there's a wonder they didn't believe her.
I think she needs to see on the John. Let him sit.
I will think on it.
You cannot keep it, John.
I know I cannot keep it. I said I will think on it.
Good then, let me think on it.
I'm only wondering how I make through what she told me. The girls are saying that the whole town's gone silly with it. I think it not so easy to prove she's a fraud. She told it to me in a room alone. I have no proof of it.
You were alone with her.
For a moment, I.
Why then, it is not as you told me.
For a moment, I say. Others run soon after.
Do as you wish then.
Woman, I'll not have any more of your suspicion. I'll not have it!
Let you not air this.
You doubt me yet.
John, if it were not Anne who would listen to her, would you talk to me? I think not.
Well, now listen, you.
I see what I see.
Enough, Elizabeth, enough! I have good reason to think before I charge fraud on Abigail, and I will think on it. Let you look to your own improvement before you go to judge your husband for it. I have forgot Abigail. Oh, spare me. You forgive nothing, forget nothing. Learn charity, woman. I have gone tiptoe all 7 months since she is gone. I have not gone from there to there without my thing to please you. But I see now that an everlasting funeral marches round your heart. Every time I speak, I am doubted. Every moment judged for lies. Although I enter the court when I come into this house.
John, you are not open with me. You started the crowd, you said. No.
Oh, please, my honesty, no more, Elizabeth.
John, I am
No more! I should roar to them when we first came to make your suspicion. But I welcome, like a Christian, I confess, confess! Oh, some dream I must have had mistaken you for God that day. But you're not. You're not unless you remember, Elizabeth. Let you look with goodness at me, judge me not.
I do not judge you. The magistrate that sits in your heart judges you. I never thought you were a good man, John, only somewhat bewildered.
Oh, Elizabeth, your justice would freeze beer. How dare you go to Salem and I forbid it? You owe me. I'll let you dare to this as a king.
I'm sick, Mr. Potter. Pray hurt me not. My ancestral chivalry, I've been in proceedings all day, sir.
Proceedings? And why will you proceed to keep that house as you are paid £9 a year to do?
My wife was not wholly well.
I made a good free to be good Potter. I spent long hours on a chair and passed the time away, so
Why, thank you. It's their comments.
we must all love each other now, good Potter.
Oh, you must.
I'll get up early in the morning and clean the house. I must sleep now.
Mary, is it true that there be 14 women arrested?
No, sir. Maybe 39 now.
Oh, why, she's weeping. What ails you, child?
Goody Osborne will hang.
Hanged!
Aye.
And the deputy governor will permit it.
He sentenced her, he must, but not Sir Good.
For Sir Good confess, you see.
Confessed? To what?
That she sometimes made a compact with Lucifer and wrote her name in his black book with her blood and bound herself to torment Christians till God's kingdom down, and that we all must worship her forevermore.
But surely you know what a jabberer she is. Did you tell them that?
Mr. Potter, unfortunately, choked us all to death.
How? Choked you?
She sent her spirit out.
Oh, Mary. Mary, surely.
She tried to kill me many times. Good Potter.
Why, I never heard you mention that before.
I never knew it before. I never knew anything before. When she come into the court, I'd say to myself, I must not accuse this woman, for she sleeps in ditches and so very old and poor. But then, she sat there, denying it and denying
And I feel a bit of coldness coming up my back, and the skin of my skull begins to creep, and a clamp around my neck, and I cannot breathe air. And then, I hear a voice, a screaming voice, and it were my voice. And all at once I remember everything she'd done to me.
Why? What did she do to you?
so many times, Mr. Proctor. She comes to his very door begging for bread and a cup of cider. And mark this, whenever I turned her away, she mumbled.
Mumbled? She may mumble if she's hungry. But what does she mumble? You must remember, Goody Potter. Last month, a Monday, I think.
She walked away, and I thought my guts would burst for 2 days after.
Do you remember it? Why, I do, I think. Aye. And so that we told that to Judge Hathorne. And he asked her so.
Goody Osborne, what person he mumbled at the strongest voice of that returning away. And she replies, "Why, your excellence, no curse at all. I only say my commandments. I hope I may say my commandments," says she.
And that's not the right answer.
Aye. And then he asks her, "So, good God, recite for us your commandments." And the whole time, she cannot say a single one.
So,
She knew no commandments, and he had a flat lie.
and so condemned her.
Why, you must have she condemned herself.
But the proof,
I told you the proof, it's hard proof, hard as what the judge said.
You will not go to court again, Mary Lord.
I must tell you, sir, I will be gone every day now for some time. I am amazed you do not see the beauty work you do.
What work you do? Oh, it's a strange work for a Christian girl to hang an old woman.
Mr. Proctor, you will not hang them if they confess. Sarah Good will only sit and do it for some time. Here's a wonder for you. Think on this. Goody Good is pregnant. Pregnant? Are they mad? The woman's near to 60. We had Dr. Grace examine her, and she's full to the brim. Smoking and paying all these years and no husband either. But she's safe, thank God. For we will not hurt her innocent child. But be that not wrong, you must see it, sir. It's God's work to do. So I will be gone every day now for some time. I am an official of the court.
I'll official you.
I won't stand up with you anymore.
Mary, promise to stay home. The devil is losing his seal on Mr. Proctor. We must discover.
I want the devil out of you!
I take your life today.
I am accused.
Somewhat actually, but I said I never seen you say you say the spirit of it. I didn't see now you live so closely with you. You dismissed it.
Who accused me?
Anyway, by law, I cannot tell. I only hope you not be so sarcastic anymore. 4 judges in the case say it's exactly what you want. I was having to separately from you said.
Go to bed.
I will not be ordered today, no more Mr. Proctor at 18, and I will be your recycle.
Do you wish to set up? Then set up.
I wish to go to bed.
Good night, then.
Good night.
Oh, the noose. The noose is up.
There'll be no noose.
She wants me dead, John.
They dismissed what you heard her say.
And what tomorrow? She will cry out until they take me.
Sit you down.
She wants me dead, John. You know it.
I say, sit down! We must be wise, now, Elizabeth.
Oh, indeed, indeed.
Fear nothing. I'll find Ezekiel Cheever in the morning and tell him that she said it were all sport.
John, so many things you, more than she herself would say to them, I think. Would you favor me with this? Go to Abigail.
What have I to say to Abigail?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of my things. There is a promise made in any place.
What promise?
Spoke or silence, a promise is surely made. As she dotes on it now, I'm sure she does, and thinks to kill me, and to take my place. It is her dearest hope, John. I know it. There be 1,000 names. Why does she call mine? There be a certain danger in calling such a name. I know goody good that sleeps in ditches, nor Osborne trumping half-witted. She dare not call it a farmer's wife, but there be one to call it in it. She means to take my place, John.
Cannot think it.
John, have you ever shown her some more consent? She cannot pass you in church, but you will blush.
I may blush for my sins.
I think she's the one who will blush.
And what see you? What see you, Elizabeth?
I think she'd be somewhat shamed, for I am there, she's so close.
When will you know me, woman? Were I stone, would I not cry for shame this 7 month?
Then go and tell her she's a whore! Whatever promise she says, break it, John, we break it.
Good then, I'll go.
Oh, how unwillingly.
I would curse her hotter than the oldest sinner in hell, but pray, grudge me not my anger.
Your anger, I
Woman, am I so base? Do you truly think me base?
I never called you base.
Then how do you charge me with such a promise? The promise that a stallion is the mare I gave that girl.
Then why do you hang it when I get you break it?
Because it speaks deceit and I am honest. But no more, Elizabeth. I see now that your spirituals are in the single error of my life, and I will never tear it free.
You tear it free when you come to know that I will be your only wife, or no wife at all. She hasn't had a you yet, John Proctor. You know it well.
Good evening. Why, Mr. Hill. Come in, come in. Sit down. Have we
startle you.
No, it's only that I heard no voice.
You must be good wife Proctor.
Elizabeth.
I hope you're not off to bed yet.
No, we're just not used to visitors after dark. But you're welcome here, sir. Will you sit down?
I will. Let you sit, good wife Proctor.
You drink cider, Mr. Hale?
No, you buzz my stomach. I have some further travelling yet tonight. Sit down, sir. I'll not keep you long, but I have some business with you.
Business of the court?
No, I come of my own, without the court's authority, but I know not if you're aware, but your wife's name is somewhat mentioned in the court.
Aye. Mary Warren told us. We weren't entirely amazed.
I'm a stranger here, as you know, and in my ignorance, I find it hard to form an opinion of those that come accused before the court. And so this afternoon, and now tonight, I go from house to house. I come now from Rebecca Nurse's.
Rebecca's charged?
God forbid such a woman be charged. She is, however, mentioned somewhat.
You will never believe it, I hope, that Rebecca trafficked with the devil.
Woman, it is possible.
Surely you cannot think it.
This is a strange time, mister. No man may longer doubt that the powers of dark are gathered in monstrous time. Here is too much evidence now to deny it. Will you agree, sir?
I have no knowledge in that line, but I find it difficult to believe that such a pious woman secretly be a devil's bet after 70 years of good prayer.
But the devil is a wily one. However, she is far from accused, and I know she will not be. I thought, sir, to put some questions to the Christian character of this house, if you permit me.
Why, we have no fear of questions.
Good then. In the book of record that Mr. Paris keeps, it states that you are rarely in church on the Sabbath day.
No, sir, you are mistaken.
26 times in 17 months, sir. I must call that rare. Can you tell me why I was absent?
I never knew I must account for that man for whether I come to church or stay at home. Besides, my wife forsake this winter.
So I'm told. But why, sir, could you not come alone?
Surely when I could, I did. And when I could not, I prayed in this your house.
Mr. Proctor, your house is not a church. Your theology must tell you that.
Aye, it does. It also tells us that a minister may pray without he had golden candlesticks.
What golden candlesticks?
Since we built the church, there be pewter candlesticks upon the altar, made by Francis Nurse, a sweeter hand had never touched the metal. Ever since Mr. Paris arrived, he preached nothing but golden candlestick for 20 weeks until he had them. I labor the earth from dawn of day to blink of night, and I look to heaven and see my money glistening at his elbows. It hurts my prayer, sir, it hurts my prayer. Sometimes I think Mr. Paris dreams of cathedrals, not clapboard meeting houses.
And yet, sir, a Christian on Sabbath day must be in church. Tell me, you have 3 children?
Aye, boys.
How comes it that only 2 are baptized?
I like not that Mr. Paris should lay his hands upon my baby. I see no light of God in that man, I'll not conceal it.
I have to say, Mr. Proctor, that is not for you to decide. The man is ordained. The light of God is in him.
What's your suspicion, Mr. Hill?
No.
I built the roof upon the church. I hung the door.
Oh, did you? That's good then.
Look, I may have been too quick to bring that man to the book, but you cannot think we have ever desired the destruction of religion in this house. I fear that is on your mind, sir.
There is a softness in the record, sir. A softness.
I think maybe we have losing our goodness in Paris. I think so. But sure you never want the devil here.
Do you know your commandments, Elizabeth?
I surely do. There be no mark of blame upon my life, Mr. Hale. I am a covenanted Christian woman.
And you, mister?
I'm sure I do.
Let you repeat them, if you will.
My commandments.
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill.
Aye.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's good, nor make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt honour the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt have no gods before me. Thou shalt honour thy mother and father. Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
You have said that one twice, sir.
Aye.
Adultery. Young.
Aye. See, between the two of us, we do know them all. I think it's only a small fault.
Theology, sir, is a fortress. No crack in a fortress may be accounted small.
There be no love for Satan in this house, master.
I pray it. I pray it dearly. Well then, I'll bid you good night.
Mr. Hale, I do think you're suspecting somewhat.
are you not?
Good Proctor, I do not judge you. It is my duty to add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I bring both good health and good fortune. Good night, sir.
I think he was still in John.
What's that?
Will you tell him?
I have no witness, and no way to prove it except my word be taken, but I know that the children's sickness has naught to do with witchcraft.
Naught to do with...
Mr. Paris found them sport in the woods. They startled and took sick as all.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail?
Aye.
Abigail Williams told you had naught to do with witchcraft?
Aye, sir. She told me the day you came.
Why did you keep this?
Why, I never knew that the world's gone so daft with all this nonsense.
Nonsense?
Aye.
I have myself examined Tituba, Sarah Good, and numerous others, and they have confessed to dealing with the devil. They have confessed it.
And why not if they must hang for denying it? There are them that will swear anything before they hang. Have you considered that, sir?
I have. I have indeed. And you would testify to this in court?
I have no record of going to court, but if I must, I shall.
Do you falter?
I falter nothing. I may wonder if my story may be credited in such a church. Such a steady-minded minister as yourself will accuse a woman who cannot lie, who has never lied. The world knows that she cannot lie. I may falter somewhat, master. I am no fool.
Proctor, let me open with me now, for I have a rumour that troubles me. It is said that you hold no belief that there may even be witches in the world. Is that true, sir?
I know not what I have said. I may have said it. I've often wondered if there are witches in the world. Although if they are, I do not believe that they walk among us now.
And you do not believe?
I have no knowledge of it. But if the Bible speaks of them, I'll not deny it.
And you, woman?
I cannot believe it.
You cannot!
Elizabeth, you bewilder him.
I cannot believe that the devil may on a woman's soul, Mr. Hale, when she's kept it upright way as I have. I'm a good woman. I know it. And if you believe that I would do only good work in the world and yet be secretly bound to Satan, then I must tell you, sir, I do not believe it.
You surely believe that there are witches?
If you think that I am one, then I say there are none.
Trust me, sir, she believes the gospel, every word.
Question Abigail Williams about the gospel, not myself.
You do not mean to doubt the gospel, sir. This is a Christian house, a Christian house.
Let God keep you both. Let the third child be quickly baptized and go with you without fail each Sunday into Sabbath prayer. Keep a quiet solemn way among you, for I think that...
John!
Charles, what's the matter?
They take my wife! And his Rebecca. Rebecca's charged!
Aye, she's working the secret of this line. We've only now come from the jail, and we're not even let in to see them.
They've surely gone wild now, Mr. Hale.
Be calm a moment, Mr. Nance.
Reverend, the king all speaks of death. I'm sure there have been mistakes.
How is Rebecca charged?
For murder she's charged. For the marvellous and supernatural murder of Goody Putnam's babies.
Mr. Nance, if Rebecca is charged, then there's been nothing left to stop the whole green world from burning. Let you rest upon the justice of the court. The court will send her home, I know it.
Can't we should try in court?
Sir, this is a strange time. There is a misty plot afoot so subtle we should be criminal to cling to old respects and ancient friendships. I have seen now too many frightful proofs in court. The devil is alive in Salem, and we dare not quail to follow where the accusing finger points.
Surely you cannot think such a woman murdered babies.
Man, remember, until an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven.
I never sent my wife for a witch, Mr. Hale. I always said you were reading books.
Exactly what complaint you made against your wife,
That bloody mole with a Walcott charger. You see, he bought a pig off my wife 4 or 5 years ago, and the pig died soon after. So he come running for his money back. My wife Martha, she says to him, if you haven't the wits to feed a pig properly, you'll not live to old age. He goes to the court and says from that day to this, he cannot keep a pig for longer than 4 weeks, and he believes that my mother bewitched her with her books.
Good evening to you, Doctor.
Why, Mr. Cheever, good evening.
Good evening all. Good evening, Mr. Hale.
I hope you come not on business of the court.
I do, Doctor. I'm perfectly sure I am.
It's a pity, Ezekiel, that such an honest hale like you might burn in hell. You burn for this!
You know I must do as I'm told. You surely know that, Giles. And I just leave you not to send me to hell. I like not the sound of it, I tell you. I like not the sound of it.
Everything's a doctor. How can you feel now? It's
But what proof? What proof?
Mr. Proctor, I am little time. The court bid me search your house, but I like not to search your house. So will you hand me any pockets you'll make away from keep here?
Poppets?
I never kept no pockets, not since I were a girl.
I spy a pocket, please, Doctor.
Oh, why, this is Mary's.
Will you please give it to me?
Has the court discovered the text in pockets now?
What signifies the pocket, Mr. Cheever?
Why, you see, a pocket can signify. No, will you please come with me?
She will not fetch Mary here.
No, I forbid speaking for myself.
You will keep her out of sight, out of mind. Fetch Mary here, Elizabeth.
You see a pocket can signify. Why, this.
Why, what's there?
Why, there is a needle.
What signifies a needle?
What meaning has it, Mr.
This
Cheever?
is hard for a doctor. I have my doubts, Doctor, I have my doubts, but here's calamity. You see, sir, it is a needle.
What meaning has a needle, Mr. Cheever?
Why, Abigail Williams, she sat together in a room in Paris' house tonight.
And without word or warning, she collapsed to the floor, struck east, and screamed a scream of bull moved to hear. And when he goes to save her, 2 inches in the flesh of her belly, he drew out the needle. And demanding of her how she came to be so sad, she testified it was your wife's familiar spirit who should end.
She done it herself. I hope that you're not taking this as proof, Miss
It's
Knight.
hard proof. I found here a pocket Goody Proctor keeps. I found it, and in the belly of the pocket a needle is stuck. I never wanted to see such proof of hell, and I bet you it struck me not, for I...
Mary, come. How did this pocket come to be in my house?
What was that, sir?
This pocket! This pocket!
Why, I think it isn't.
You made it yourself, did you not?
Why, I made it important to go to Goody Proctor tonight.
There. Will you have it?
Mary Warren, a needle had been found stuck into his pocket.
You struck the needle on yourself, did you not?
I'm making harm by it.
There, surely your mind is made out. Bid him out, Mr. Hill. Bid him be gone.
What signifies the needle?
Mary, if you sure this be your natural memory, and someone even now has not come to you to escape it.
Conscious me? I know, sir. I entirely understand it. Let you ask her uncle. She's at the same room as the court. Or ask Abby. Abby's at the same room.
You charge a cold and cruel murder on Abigail.
I heard her. I charged her.
And Abigail was found tonight, and you were stuck into her belly.
And she charges me?
Aye.
Why, that girl is murder. She must be ripped out of the world. Heretic. Ripped out of the world. Heretic.
Cat! Out of here!
Nothing. Dear not touch
Get out of my house!
Red Doctor's word.
Down with everything! I'm out of my house! And you gone with them. You are a broken minister. If she is innocent, have you ever wondered if Paris is innocent or Abigail? Because it's always that the accuser is holy. As if born this morning clean as God's fingers. I'll tell you what's walking in Salem. Vengeance is walking in Salem. We are what we always were in Salem, except now little children jangle the keys to the kingdom, and vengeance writes the common law. It's warrant, it's vengeance. I will not get my right to vengeance!
I have 9 men outside. You cannot keep her. The long line is short. We cannot budge.
You'll see her taken. Pontius Pilate! God will not let you wash your hands of this.
Mary, there is resinance in the morning and will wake in the afternoon. Help us in thought and dream his daughter, for you will be that, and not more. When the children wake, speak nothing of witchcraft, help praise in me.
Fear nothing, Elizabeth. I'll bring you home soon. I'll bring you home soon.
John, bring me soon.
I will fall like an ocean upon that court. Fear nothing.
I will fear nothing.
Oh, damn you, man! I will not see her chained. Don't shame her.
Still nothing, minister. It is fraud, and you know it is fraud.
I'll pay you, Eric. I will surely pay you.
God's name, John. We cannot help ourselves. We must chain them all. Now wait here in this house till I am gone.
To my seat.
Charity, Foxton. Charity. What I have heard in her favour, I shall not fear to testify in court. God knows I cannot judge her guilty or innocent, I know not. Only this, the world goes mad, and profit nothing, we should later take a cause of vengeance to that of a little girl.
You are a coward. Though ordained by God's own tears, you are a coward now.
I cannot think God would be so grandly provoked by such petty a cause. Our greatest judges sit in Salem now. The jails are packed and hangings promised. Man, we must look the cause proportionate. With a murder done, perhaps, and never brought to light, abomination, some secret blasphemy that sinks to heaven. Let me think on cause, man, and let me help you to discover it. It is your way, and only your way, when confusion as this strikes upon the world. Let you counsel among yourselves, and let me think in your village, and what may have drawn from heaven such thunderous wrath upon you all. And I shall pray God open up our eyes.
I've never heard the murdered in the sea.
Leave me, Francis. Leave me.
Are we lost, John?
Go home now, Giles. We'll speak of it tomorrow.
I'll come early.
Aye. Go now, Giles.
Good night.
Very late to go back home and start getting already.
You'll come to court with me, Mary. You'll tell them how that bottle came into my house.
I cannot charge murder in Abigail.
You will come to the court with me. You'll tell them who made that bottle and who stuck the needle on it.
She'll kill me for saying that. I will turn what she did, Mr. Potter.
She told you.
I ignore her. She'll bring with it. No, she won't.
Good then. Her saintliness is done. We will sink into our pet together, and you will tell the court what you know.
I cannot build her money.
I will not die for me. I will bring your guts into your mouth, but I want it to die for me. Oh, make your peace with it.
Now, Martha Corey, there is abundant evidence in our hands to show that you have given yourself to the reading of fortunes. Do you deny it?
I'm basically a witch. I'm not a witch.
Then how do you know that you are not a witch?
If I were, I would know it.
Why do you hurt these children?
I do not hurt them. I swear.
I have evidence to the court!
You will keep your seat.
Thomas Putnam is reaching out for man!
Remove that man, Marshal!
I have evidence! Why will you not hear my evidence? Arrest him, I thank you!
Giles! Giles! Out of my way, Herrick! I'm not in there, Giles! It's a court!
Sir, be calm a moment.
Mr. Hale, go in there and demand I speak!
A moment, sir, a moment.
They'll be hanging my way!
Do you dare come more into this court? Are you going daft, Corey? You're not the boss and judge yet, Halford. You'll not call me daft.
Who is this man?
Giles Corey, sir. Any more
I've asked the question and I am old enough to answer it. My name is Corey, Giles Corey. I have 600 acres in timber in addition. It is my wife who will be condemning them.
And how do you imagine to help her cause with such contemptuous rights? Now be gone, your old age alone keeps you out of jail for this.
To be telling lies about my wife,
Do you determine what this court shall believe and what it shall set aside?
Sir, I mean no disrespect.
Disrespect indeed! It is disruption, mister. This is the highest court of the supreme government of this province. Do you know it?
I only send my wife reading books, and they come and they take
Books? What books?
It is my third wife, sir. I never had no wife so taken by the books. I've wanted to find the cause of it. I broke charity with her. I broke charity with her.
Excellency, he claims hard evidence his wife defends. I think
Then let him submit his evidence in proper affidavit. You are certainly aware of our procedure here, Mr. Hale. Clear this room.
Come now, Giles.
Sir, we are desperate. We come here 3 days and our son cannot be heard.
Who is this?
Why should I feel condemned this morning?
Indeed, I'm amazed to find you in such uproar. I only heard reported your character, Mr. Nurse.
I think you must both be arrested in contempt, sir.
We'll let you write your plea, and in due time...
Fear for your eyes, sir. God forbid you shut them to it.
The girls, sir. The girls are frauds.
Oh, what's that?
They're all deceiving you.
This is contempt, sir. Contempt.
Peace, Judge Hawthorne. Do you know who I am, Mr. Nurse?
Surely do, sir. And I think you must be a wise judge to be what you are.
Do you know that there's a 400 in the jails for Marblehead to Lincoln upon my signature? And 72 condemned to hang by that signature.
I never thought to say to such a wicked judge. Sure deceived.
Mary Warren, what are you about here?
She would speak with the deputy governor. Did you not tell me Mary Warren was sick in bed?
She murdered her when I go to fetch her to the court last week. She said she was sick.
She's been striking for so long.
Who is this man?
John Proctor, sir. Elizabeth Proctor is my wife.
Beware this man, Excellency. This man is mischief.
Excellency, you must hear the
Peace! What would you tell us, Mary Warren?
She said that she never saw no spirits.
Never saw no spirits?
Aye, sir. I'm saying this deposition.
No, I will accept no depositions. No, Mr. Proctor, have you given this story out to the village?
We have not.
He'd come to overthrow this court.
I bid you, Mr. Paris, be silent. No, Mary Warren, how came you to cry out people for sending their spirits against you?
It were pretense, sir.
I cannot hear you.
It were pretense, she says.
Ah, and the others? Susan Walcott and all the other girls. They are also pretending?
Aye.
Surely your Excellency cannot think to let so vile a lie be spread in open court.
Aye, she's the one.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me a claim in which she states that she is now pregnant.
My wife pregnant?
There have been no sign of it. We have examined her body.
Why, she says she is, she must be. That woman cannot lie, Mr. Danforth.
She cannot.
No, sir, no.
Well, we have thought it too convenient to be credited. So I shall tell you this. We will let her be kept 1 month until she begins to show her natural signs. Then you will have her living yet 1 year. What say you to that, sir? Will you drop this charge?
Aye, I think I cannot.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
He's come to overthrow this court, Your Honour.
These are my friends, Your Honour.
Their wives are also
I
accused.
judge you not, sir. I am ready to hear your evidence.
I come not to hurt the court, so I will
Marshal, go into the court to bid Judge Spout and Judge Sewell declare recess for 1 hour. Let all the prisoners be kept in the building.
Aye, sir. If I may say, sir, I've known this man all my life. It is a good man, sir.
Aye, I am sure of it. Now, what evidence do you have for us, Mr. Proctor?
I'm no lawyer, so I'll...
The pure in heart need no lawyers. Proceed as you will.
read this first, will you, sir? It's a testament of sorts. The people of the village
declare their good opinion of Martha Corey, my wife, and Rebecca Nurse.
Their good opinions.
These are landholding farmers, members of the church. As you'll see, they have known these women for many years and never saw no sign of them trafficking with the devil.
How many names are here?
Names what, Your Excellency?
These people should be summoned for questioning.
Mr. Danforth, I give you my word no harm will come to him for saying this.
This is a clear attack upon the court.
Is every defense an attack on the court?
All Christian and innocent people are happy to the courts in Salem. These people are gloomy for them.
And I think you'll want to know from each and every one of them what discontents them with you.
I think you ought to be examined, sir.
It's not necessarily an attack. I
These
think
don't come to be Christians.
then I am sure they have nothing to fear. Mr. Cheever, have what's going for all of these. Arrest for examination. You may sit, Mr. Nurse. You have not brought trouble on these people if they are of good conscience. Now, by God's grace, the shining sun is up. And them that should not fear the light, I hope they will praise it. I hope you will be one of them, sir. She's not hearty, I see.
Aye, sir, she's not.
Remember what the angel Raphael said to the boy Tobias. Remember it.
Aye.
Do that which is good, and no harm shall come to thee.
Aye.
Come, man, we wait to you.
John, my deposition, give him man.
Aye. This is Mr. Corey's deposition, sir. No.
What lawyer drew this, Corey?
You know, I never had no lawyer, sir.
It's very well phrased. My compliments. Mr. Paris, if Mr. Putnam is in the court, will you bid him come out? Now then, you have no legal training, Mr. Corey?
I have the best, sir. I have 33 time in court in my life, always a plaintiff too.
Oh, then you're very much put upon.
I've never been to call, sir. I know my right rights, and I will have them. Your father tried chasing me. 35 years with it.
Oh, indeed.
Did you not see the deal?
No, I don't call it.
Strange. He gave me £9 damages. You were a fair judge, your father. You see, I had a white bear, and this fellow will come to rob the bear. Aye, there he is.
Mr. Thomas Putnam, Gerald Corey states that you coldly prompted your daughter to cry witchery upon George Jacobs that is now in jail.
It is a lie.
Mr. Thomas Putnam states your charge is a lie. What say you to that, sir?
What I say, it's a far more than that is classy!
Excellency, this girl claims that these girls are truthful, and if they are not...
You surely don't like my property, sir.
I certainly do not, sir, that you consider it then.
Let your hearts at rest, sir. Her deposition, Mr. Pope.
Mr. Paris, I bid you be silent. Mary Warren.
How came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you for this deposition?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you tell me that you sat in my court callously lying when you knew that people would hang by your evidence. Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Do you not know that God damns all liars, or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I am with God then.
You are with God now.
Aye, sir.
Were you either lying then or you are lying now? And in either case, you will go to jail for perjury. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God.
Ruth Patton's not in the court, sir.
These will be sufficient.
Now, children, your friend Mary Warren states that she have never seen nor any familiar spirits, nor any manifest of the devil. She also states that neither of you have seen these things either.
Now, children, this is the court of law. The law based upon the Bible, and the Bible writ by Almighty God.
Forbid the practice of witchcraft and describe death as the penalty thereof.
But likewise, children, the law and Bible damn all bearers of false witness.
Now then, it does not escape me that this deposition may be here to devise us of our sacred purpose. But it may well be that Mary Warren has been conquered by Satan, and if that is true, her neck will break for it. But if there is any truth in this deposition,
I bid you now, children, a quick confession will go easier with you.
Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, now, very augur bits will be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your positions?
I have not to change, sir. She lies.
You will continue with this.
Aye, sir.
A hawk were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary Warren claimed you sat the same report as she made it, and that you saw her make it, and that you witnessed how she herself stuck her needle into her safekeeping. What say you to that?
It is a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, did you see any puppets in that house?
Goody Proctor always kept puppets.
Your Honour, my wife never kept no puppets. Mary Warren confessed that were her puppets.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Cheever.
when I spoke to Goody Proctor in that house, she said she never kept the pockets, but she said she did keep pockets when she was a girl.
My wife's not been a girl in 15 years, Your Honour.
But a pocket will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep if it were kept, but Mary Warren confesses that she never saw no puppets nor anyone else.
Why could there not be puppets when no one ever saw them?
Why, there might be a five-legged dragon in my house, but no one has ever seen it.
We are here, Your Honour, precisely to discover what no one has ever seen.
Your Honour, what does this girl gain from turning herself about? What does Mary Warren get from our questioning or worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous coup plot to murder. Do you understand that?
Aye, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife.
That is not a child.
Surely it have no bearing on the question, sir.
He charges contemplation of murder.
Aye, Mr. Proctor, please continue.
Mary, now tell the deputy governor how you danced in the woods.
Excellency, ever since I come to Salem, this man
Please, you. What is this dancing?
Mr. Proctor.
Abigail leads the girls into the woods at night. There they dance, naked.
Your Honour, this is a lie!
Mr. Paris found them himself in the dead of night. There's the child that she is.
Abigail Williams, I bid you search your heart to tell me this. Might these illusions that you see me be deceptions?
That's a base question, sir.
Child, have you considered
I
it?
have been hurt, Professor Danforth. I have seen my blood running out. I have been nursing Margaret every day because I done my duty pointing out the devil's people. And this is my reward. To be mistrusted, denied.
Child, I do not mistrust you.
Like you, Mr. Danforth. Thank you so mighty
behold, Your Honor.
Mary, do you send this shadow upon me? Lord, save me. I freeze! I freeze! The wind, the wind. Abby, don't do that.
Mary Warren, do you send your spirit out to her?
Oh, Heavenly Father, take away the shadow!
How dare you cry heaven! Whore! Whore! Hence is a whore!
You chose...
She will suffer, scream, and struggle.
You will prove this! This will not pass! I have known her, sir! I have known her! You are a lecturer!
John, you cannot say such a
Oh, Francis, I wish you had some evil in you that you might know me. Your Honor, you know a man will not throw away his good name for nothing.
In what time and in what place?
In the proper place where all my beasts are bedded. She used to serve at my farm, sir. I used to think that God sleeps, but I know now that God sees everything. I beg you, sir, I beg you, see her for what she is.
Oh, my wife, my dear wife! She took her soon after and put her out on the high road. She saw her for what she is, a lump of vanity. Oh, Your Excellency, forget me! She thinks to dance with me on my wife's grave. And well she might, for I have thought of her softly. God help me, I lusted! And there is a promise in such a sweat, but it is a whore's vengeance! I hope you will see it now.
I place myself entirely in your hands. I know you will see it now.
Abigail, you deny every scrap and title of this.
If I must answer that, I believe that I will not come back again.
I have made a bell of my honor. I have run the doom of my good name.
My wife is innocent, except she knew a whore when she saw one.
What look do you give me? How
You will remain where you are! Mr. Paris, go into the court and bid proof I called to come out.
Your Honor,
Bring her out!
and let you know before you enter, Mr. Paris.
Now, we shall touch the bottom of this one. Your wife, you say, is an honest woman?
Aye, sir. In her life she has never lied. There are them that cannot weep, them that cannot sing, but my wife, she cannot lie. I have paid much to learn it, sir.
Your wife, she knew her for a harlot?
Aye, sir.
And when your wife puts her out, it were for harlotry?
Aye, sir, it were for harlotry.
And child, if I do find out it were for harlotry, may God spread his mercy on your soul. Hold! Turn your back. Turn to do likewise. Now, neither of you are to raise a gesture, yea or nay. Enter, Mr. Cheever. Report this testimony in all exactness.
Ready, sir.
Now, Goody Proctor, you are to look at me only, not at your husband. We have come to understand that at one point you dismissed your servant, Abigail Williams.
That's true, sir.
What cause did you dismiss her?
She dissatisfied me.
And my husband.
What was she? Was she slovenly, lazy? What disturbance did she cause?
Your Honour, in that time I was sick, and my husband is a good and righteous man. He is never drunk as some are, nor wasting his time at the shovel board, but always at his work. But in my sickness, you see, sir, I were a long time sick after my last baby, and I thought I saw my husband somewhat turning from me. And this girl...
Look at me!
Aye, sir.
Abigail Williams.
What of Abigail Williams?
I came to think he fancies her. And so one night I lost my wits, I think, and put her out on the high road.
Your husband, did he indeed turn from you?
My husband is a good...
Look at me, woman! To your knowledge, has your husband ever committed the crime of lechery? Answer me, is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her, Marshal! Elizabeth, tell them the truth! She has spoken! Remove her!
Elizabeth, I confess it!
Oh, God!
She's not always to say my name!
Excellency, it is a natural right to tell. I beg you to stop here before another is condemned. I may shut my conscience to it no more. Private vengeance is working through this testimony. From the very beginning, this man has struck me false.
She has nothing of lechery, and this man has lied!
I believe him. This girl has always struck me false. She has lied!
understanding.
Oh, please, Mary, don't come down. Her claws! She's stretching her claws!
Lies, lies!
Mary, please don't hurt me! I'm not hurting her.
Why does she see such visions?
She sees nothing. She sees nothing. Abby, you mustn't. Abby, you mustn't. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
You've seen the devil, have you not?
You cannot believe them.
Never, never. Never, never.
Why can they only repeat to you?
They're sporting me. They're sporting me.
Why can they only repeat to you, I say? Give me a weapon, I'll stop it.
They're sporting me. They're sporting me.
Mary Warren, where did you
Stop it. Abby, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
You need to turn about this past the beast. You were afflicted, now it seems you afflict others. Where did you find such power?
I have no power. I have no power.
They are gailing you, mister. You have seen the devil, have you not? Very goddamn liars. You have seen the devil. You have made compacts with Lucifer. Goddamn all liars, Mary. What do you say? I cannot hear you. Mary, open with me. You will hide. I say you will hide. Mary, remember what the angel Raphael said to the boy. Do that.
Her wife is spreading. Mary, please don't.
I see nothing. No, you have business power. You will speak.
She's going to come down. She's walking with me. I cannot. I cannot.
Toss the devil out. Look him in the face. Trample him.
I'm going. She's coming down. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Mary.
You're a dangerous man.
Praise God.
Praise God.
Mary.
I'm with you. I love God. I love God.
He bid you do the devil's services.
You come with me every day to say.
To say what?
The devil's book. He comes in the book.
My name. He wants my name. I'll murder you, he says. If my wife hangs, then we must overthrow the court, he says.
Mr. Hale,
He waked me every night. His eyes were like coal and his fingers claw my neck. To say.
It's called the wild.
No! I love God. I love God. Bless God. I go your way no more. Abby, I must hurt you no more.
what are you, mister? You are combined with Antichrist, are you not? You will confess this power. What say you, mister? I say God is dead!
Leave it.
I see the fire burning. I hear the black boots of Lucifer. I see his filthy face. And this is my face. This is your face, stand for. For all them who quail to bring men out of ignorance. As I have quailed, as you have quailed. Know now in your black heart that this is fraud. God damns our kind especially. We'll all burn together. Remove this man and Noah should go to go with him.
Excellency.
All right, tear it down and let them all.
Proceedings. I denounce these proceedings and I quit this court.
Mr. Hale, Mr. Hale.
Sarah! Wake up, Sarah Boots!
Oh, Majesty! Coming! Tetrarch is here! His Majesty's coming.
Go to the north cell. This place is wanted now.
That don't look to me like His Majesty. That looked to me like the Marshal.
Get along with you now. Clear this place.
Oh, is it you, Marshal? I thought sure you'd be the devil coming for us. You gotta set the sign up for me going away.
And where are you off to, Sarah?
We're going to Barbados. Soon the devil gets here with his feathers and his wings.
A happy voyage to you.
A pair of bluebirds winging suddenly. The two of us. Oh, it'd be a grand transformation, Marshal.
You'd best leave me that, or you'll never ride off to work.
I can talk to him for you, if you desire to come along, Marshal.
I'd not refuse it, Tituba. It'd be the proper morning to fly into hell.
Oh, it'd be no hell in Barbados. The devil hadn't be a praise man in Barbados. He'd be singing and dancing in Barbados. It's you folks. You rouse him up round here. It'd be too cold for the old boy round here. He frees his soul in Massachusetts. But in Barbados, he's just as sweet and...
past just a poor old cow with a hat full of milk. Come along with you now.
Take me, you devil! Take me! Tell him I'm going to trap! Now you tell him Sarah gets going to!
Good morning, Excellency.
Where is Mr. Paris?
I'll finish.
What time is Reverend Hale alive?
It's work towards midnight.
What's his business about?
When he goes along the south path, he prays with them. He sits with the in the crowd.
Are you drunk, Marshal?
No, sir. It's a cold night, and I have no fire.
There's a prodigious stench in this place.
I've only cleared people out for you now.
Beware of our trick, Marshal.
Aye, sir. I'll fetch.
Let you question Hale, Excellency. I will not be surprised if he were to be preaching in Andover lately.
Speak nothing of Andover. Andover is remedied.
Excellency, I wonder if it would be wise to let Mr. Paris run so continuously with the prisoners. I fear the man has a mad look these days.
Mad?
I saw him coming out of his house yesterday, Your Honour, and I bid him good morning, and he wept and went his way. I feel it's not well that village sees him so unsteady.
Well, perhaps a man has some sorrow.
I think the cows, sir.
The cows.
There'll be so many cows walking the highroads now that their masters are in jails. And much disagreement as to who they will belong to now. I know Mr. Paris was arguing with farmers all yesterday. There'll be much contention, sir, with the cows. Contention? It will always a man contention.
Oh, good morning, sir. Thank you for coming. Beg your pardon waiting so early. Good morning, Judge Hathorne.
What's Reverend Hale about you?
Excellency, a moment.
Do you leave him alone with the prisoners?
What's his business here?
Excellency, hear me. It is a providence Reverend Hale is trying to bring Rebecca Nurse to God.
She bids her confess.
Yes, sir. Rebecca has not given me word for 3 months since she come. And now he sits with her, and her sister and Martha Boy and two or three others, and he pleads with them, confess their crimes, and save their lives.
Why? But this is a province, and they soften,
Not yet, sir, not yet. But I thought to ask whether it be not wise.
Be plain, Mr. Paris. What troubles you?
There is news, sir. News that the court was reckoned with. My niece, sir. I believe she had vanished.
Vanished?
I thought to advise you to tell you in a week.
How long have they gone?
This will be the third night, sir. You see, she told me she would stay a night with Mercy Lewis. The next day when she did not return, I sent Mr. Lewis to inquire. She told him she would stay at my house for a night.
They are both gone?
They are, sir.
Where may they be? I will send a party for them immediately.
I think they'd give aboard a ship, sir. My daughter told me that she heard them speaking of ships last week. Last night I discovered my strong box was broke into. She had robbed you. £31 is gone. I am penniless.
Mr. Paris, you are brainless, man.
Prophet, nothing should bring me, sir. I cannot know they would run off, except they fear to keep me sail on any longer. Market, sir, happily I have a close knowledge of the town, and ever since the news of Andover.
Andover is remedy. The court resumed there this Friday.
I'm sure of it. But the news here speaks of riot in Andover.
Riot! Why have I seen naught but high satisfaction in the town?
Sir, of a different type that hanged until now. Rebecca Nurse is not Bridget that lived 3 years with Bishop before marrying him. John Proctor is not some Isaac Ward that drank his family to ruin. To God it were not so, sir. But these names have yet great weight in the town. Let Rebecca Nurse mount the gibbet, and I wish will wait a vengeance on you.
Excellency, she
Pray you. What do you propose then?
I would postpone that.
There will be no postponement.
Excellency, now Reverend Hale is returned, there is hope, I think. If he brings even one of these to God, it surely damns the others in the public eye, and not only that, all they are all linked to hell. Like this, unconfessed and claiming innocence, doubts can multiply. Good people will weep for them, and our holy cause is lost in their tears.
Give me the list.
It can't be forgot, sir. But when I summoned the congregation to hear John Proctor's excommunication, how refer to people once
There will be no postponement.
Excellency.
Now, sir, which of these do you think will strive up to God? I personally will strive with them until dawn.
There's not sufficient time to
I will do my utmost. Which of these, sir?
Excellency, dagger.
What was that?
Last night, I opened my door to leave my house. The dagger crashed to the ground. You cannot hang these people. There is danger for me. I dare not step outside the line.
Accept my congratulations, Reverend Hale. We are glad to see you return to your good work.
You must pardon me, they will not budge.
I And there is no need for pardon for 12 avoided and hanged at the same time. This is not just.
I call not confess.
Someone rise in a few moments, Excellency. I must have more time.
Now hear me, and regard yourselves no more. I will not receive one single plea for pardon or postponement. Postponement now has become floundering on my part. Reprieve or pardon casts doubts upon the guilt of them that have already died. Now, for retaliation, you fear no this. I should hang up to 10,000 men that dare to try and overcome the law. It's God's law I speak, and I will not crack his voice with whimpering. An ocean of salt tears could not melt the resolution of these statutes. Now help me, as you are bound to do so by heaven. Have you spoken with them all, Mr. Heaven?
All but Proctor is in dungeon.
What's Proctor's way now?
He sets out some great work. You not know him, but he said he takes food from time to time.
His wife must be well on with the child now.
She is.
Mr. Parrish, you have greater knowledge of this man. I swear to presence soften him.
You've not laid eyes on him for 3 months. I should summon her.
Is he yet happened? Has he struck at you again?
Not so. He's changed the water.
We'll fetch the new Proctor to me, and then we should bring him in.
Excellency, if you postpone a week,
There will be no postponement.
Solicitor tell me what you write with their confessions. That speaks mercy on your part, not faltering.
No, Mr. Hale. God has not empowered me like Joshua to stop the sun from rising. So too can I not withhold them the protection of their punishment.
If you think God wills you to raise rebellion, Mr. Danforth, you are mistaken.
Have you preached in time over this one?
You are yet rebellion spoke here as much as Andover. Orphans wander from house to house, abandoned cattle bellow in the high roads, and the stink of rotting crops hangs in the air, and no man knows when the harlot's cry will end his life. And you wonder yet if rebellion spoke. Better you should marvel how they would burn your bodies.
You baffle me, sir.
Why, I come here, it is all simple. I want to tell Christians they should belie themselves. Can you not see the blood on my head? There is blood on my head!
Hush! Goody Proctor, I'm glad to see you are hearted.
I'm here 6 months before my time.
We have not come for your life, Mr. Hale, please speak with the woman.
Goody Proctor, your husband is marked against me.
I'm prepared it.
You know you do not, but I have no connection to the court. I come of my own. But if your husband is taken, I count myself as a murderer. Do you understand me?
What do you want of me?
I have gone this 3 months like our Lord into the wilderness. I have taught a good Christian way, the damnation is doubled on a minister who teaches men to lie.
It is a lie. You cannot speak of lie.
It is a lie, but I listen.
I'll hear no more of that.
Let you not mistake your duty as I mistook my own. I came into this village like a bridegroom to his beloved, bearing all the gifts of high religion, and the crown of holy law I brought. But whatever I touched with my great confidence, it died, and when I turned the eye of my great faith, blood flowed up. Beware, Goody Proctor. Cleave to no faith where faith brings blood, for it is a mistaken law that leads you to sacrifice. Life, woman, life of God's most precious gift, no principle, however glorious may justify the taking. Will you please? I cannot think you will listen to another.
I think that would be the devil's argument.
Before the laws of God, we are as swine. We cannot read his will.
I cannot speak with you, sir. I like learning
Goody
from it.
Proctor, you are not summoned here for disputation. Your husband, he will die by the sunrise. Do you understand it? Will you contend with him? Are you stone, woman? A very ache would weep at such a calamity. Have the devil tried that lady's here and pity in you? Oh, come now, profit nothing she should speak to him.
Let me speak with him.
You will bid he confess?
I promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Pray, please, Excellency.
Rose.
The news of the boys.
They're well. Rebecca Samuel keeps them.
You have not seen them.
I have not.
You are a marvel, Elizabeth.
You have been tortured.
Aye. Come for my life now.
I know it.
I've not yet confessed.
Will you make me confessed?
Why then?
There'll be 100 or more, they say. Goody Ballard is one. Isaiah Kate is one. And Mary.
Rebecca?
Not Rebecca. She's one
charge, they'd hang him surely and auction out his property. So he stand mute and died Christian under the law, and so his sons will after follow. It is a law, for he could not be condemned or was without he had to redact and I am remaining.
How does he die?
They press him, John.
Press?
Great stones he lay upon his chest until he please I remain. They say he gave them what 2 months. More weight, he says.
Wait.
They were a fearsome man to his glory.
I'm thinking I would confess to them. What say you? I give them that.
I cannot judge you, John.
What would you have me do?
As you would, I would have it. I want you living, John, that's sure.
Tells his wife, did she confess?
She will not.
It is pretense, Elizabeth.
What is?
I cannot mend a gibbet like a saint. I'm not a man, for me it is fraud. My honesty broke, Elizabeth. I am no good man. I like not to ruin their good names by soiling them with ours.
Yet, you don't confess to them. That's the goodness in you.
It's only spite which keeps me silent. It is hard to give a lie to such talks. I would have your forgiveness, Elizabeth.
It is not for you to give.
I'll have you see some honesty in it. Let them that never died, them that never lied, die now and keep their souls. It is pretense for me. A vanity that will not blind to God nor keep my children out the wind. What say you?
John, come to naught that I shall forgive you, if you'll not forgive yourself. It is not my soul, John. It is yours. Only be sure of this, for I know it now. Whatever you will do, it is a good man does it. I have read my heart this 3 months, John. I have sins of my own to count. Takes a cold wife to prompt lecturing.
Oh, enough, enough.
Better you should know me.
I know you all not here.
You take my sins upon you,
I take my own,
John. I counted myself so plain, so poorly made, no honest love could come to me. Suspicion kissed you when I did. I never knew how much to say my love.
What say you, Proctor? The sun's soon up.
Do what you will, but let none be your judge. There be no higher judge on your heavenly Proctor is. John, forgive me. I never knew such goodness in the world.
I want my life.
You confess yourself.
I will have my life.
It is repentance. God be praised. You confess. Proctor will confess.
Why must you cry it? It is evil. It is not. It is evil.
I cannot.
Then who will judge me? God in heaven. What has John Proctor? What has John Proctor? I think it is honest. I think so. I'm no saint. Let Rebecca go like a saint.
I'm not your judge, John. I cannot. Do as you will. Do as you will.
Would you ever give them such a lie? Would you give them this? You would not. Even if tongues of fire were singeing, you would not. It is evil. Good then, it is evil and I do it. Praise be to God, man. Praise be to God. You shall surely be blessed in heaven for this one. Now, speak clearly and directly to God, for Mr. Jesus' sake. Why must it be written? Why? For the good instruction of the village. This we shall post upon the church door. You must say it, and so be it. What questions do you have, therefore? Now then, did you see the devil in your life? I did. Praise God! And when you see your devil, what were his demands? Did he bid you do his work upon the earth? He did. Did you find yourself through his service? Oh, come in, woman. Oh, come on, courage, man, courage. Let her see your good example that you may now confess yourself. Did you find yourself through his service?
Aye, John.
I did. Oh, courage, man. Come on. In your life. Courage. You see now that profit nothing to keep this conspiracy any further.
Oh, John, God sent his mercy on you.
Will you confess yourself with him?
Why? It is a lie. It is a lie. How may I damn myself? I cannot.
Mr. Craw, Proctor. In the devil's company, did you ever see Rebecca Nurse? No.
Did you ever see her sister Mary Eastley with the devil?
No, I did not.
Did you ever see Martha Corner with the devil?
I did not.
Did you see anyone with the devil?
I did not. I think you mistake yourself here. I am not willing to trade your life for a lie. Might it be that you will surely sign it? I come not to judge her. I have no time for it.
It is enough that he sign it. Let him sign it. Let him quickly. Excellency, it is a weighty name. It is a great service. It will strike me with a book and confess. I beg you, let him sign it.
Come, man, sign it. Why must it be written? You have seen early. It is enough. It is not enough, sir. It must be written.
Dr. the village must have proof. Praise be to the Lord!
No, sir. If you please. Mr. Proctor, I must... You have seen me sign it. It is enough. It is not enough, sir.
It isn't enough. You come to save my soul. I confess that this is enough.
Doctor, for the village!
Down the village! I confess to God. God sees my name. It is enough.
Mr. Proctor, I truly need you...
It's a no good pun. It's going to be public. God does not need my name nailed upon the church. He sees my name. He knows how black my sins are. It is enough.
I must have your confession, sir.
I have 3 children. How may I teach them to walk like men in the world when I have sold my friends?
Sir, you have not sold your friends.
Shall we not the day this is nailed to the door they hand for silence?
Sir,
if you must have good legal proof, you're the high court. Your word is good enough. Tell them that Proctor broke to his knees and wept like a woman. But my name I cannot sign.
it is the same, is it not?
It is not the same. What I sign, another say is not the same.
Do you mean to deny this confession when you are free?
To deny nothing.
Is that confession a lie, mister? I will not deal in lies. If that confession is a lie,
I will not tell you my name! I cannot have another in my life! It is lies, and I sign myself to lies! I am not worth the dust of the bitter men you have had! You have taken my soul, leave me my name!
Proctor!
Marshal! I cannot! I can. And there's your first copy that I can. I see some shred of goodness in John Proctor, not bright enough to wave a banner with, or white enough to do this from such dogs. Oh, show them no tears, tears pleasure them. Show them stony hearts